Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Diksha. How are you?
Hey, hi Naman. How are you? I am doing great. What about you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope you are having a good weekend. The weekend is just started. Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
So
Really enjoying my weekend today.
awesome. I think the students who have joined this session, I'm very sure that they are going to get something meaningful from this session, because this session is really important for all of us. Uh, do you know why, Diksha? Why this session is important for us? Any idea?
Well, I'm not properly aware. Can you brief about it?
Definitely, definitely. Let me ask this question to the people who are in the audience today. I am seeing some new names. Today we have Abimbola, we have Adebola, Adekunle. So we have like Happy, we have like different names I'm familiar with. Naomi, Prince. Thank you so much, everyone. Ram, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate that. You know, uh, this Saturday morning, you guys are here. So, first of all, before we actually jump into the main session, I would like to ask every one of you, how are you? How's everyone doing? We can use the chat window. We have the webinar chat window, and we can leverage this.
Yeah, everyone, please let us know in the chat box and please let us know how enthusiastic you are today. I guess in weekends
Exactly.
everyone is feeling a bit lazy, no one is responding.
Yeah, no, I can see a few responses coming up. I think they are waking up from the deep sleep. Okay, I'm hoping that you guys are fully awake now. Okay, so definitely, guys, we are here for one purpose. We all are here. I think most of you who have joined this session are someone who wants to get into something interesting, when it comes to career wise, right? Someone wants to get into cybersecurity, someone wants to get into DevOps, AWS, or project management, and we have a new program on Pega. So I am sure that you guys are dedicated towards your own field, right? So we are here for one purpose, that we always hear a lot of buzz about certifications, right? And what are the key factors when we are choosing the right career option? And when we are choosing the right career options, then which certification is going to be the backbone of the session, right? So are we guys here for to know something interesting, to something which can help us in future? Am I right, everyone? Are we here for to know something interesting about our career? Yes, thank you so much, everyone. So definitely, Diksha, we are here to learn. Even the tagline of this session is that which certification to get as a beginner. That is the main reason why are we here. Uh, so do we have anything interesting today, Diksha, for
Oh,
our
yeah,
audience?
definitely. We do have a lot of interesting things to go with, some fun activities, and a really good surprises for audience as well.
Yeah, great, great. I'm sure that everyone is equally excited because they all want to be the part of this session, because every 2 weeks we host such sessions to make sure that you're not just academically improving, you're also getting the side knowledge, side mentorship, because it's not quite possible to meet hundreds of students every week. It's not possible. But such open sessions, such open houses, it really helps us to be, just a moment. Yeah. So such sessions actually help us to keep everyone up to date that what is exactly going on in the industry. So may I know, like, how many of you are from IT, like who are already working in IT, and how many of you are from non-IT? You can respond with non-IT or IT depending on your career, what you are doing right now. Can you guys please let us know that if you are in IT or you are in non-IT? Abdul is in non-IT. Halal is in IT. Very good. Nimi is IT but not working. Okay. What about others, guys? Non-IT, IT cyber. Very good. Okay. Awesome. So I mean, today this time, Diksha, we have mixed audience. We have everyone, like, different people. So just give me a
Yeah,
second. Okay.
sounds great. So without further ado, I guess now we should start with our webinar session. All
Yes,
right.
exactly.
So I guess everyone has joined it. All right. So welcome to our webinar. We are embarked on a journey of efficiency, collaboration, and innovation in the IT landscape. So in the fast-paced world of IT, certifications are more than just credentials, right? They are a testament to your expertise, commitment to professional growth, and a key differentiator in the job market. So whether you are a newcomer or a seasoned expert, the right certification can significantly enhance your skill set, increase your earning potential, and open the doors to new career opportunities. So, throughout the webinar, you'll have the opportunity to hear from our industry experts, gain new perspectives to ensure that you'll have the webinar with a deeper understanding. And also, I encourage you to actively participate, ask questions, and feel free to drop your queries in the chat box. All right, so let's move further.
Okay. So, have you decided to pursue a certification? This is a question for everyone. So, guys, whosoever is here, and I'm sure people who are actually trying to get into IT. So, have you already decided to pursue a certification? This is a question for everyone. I'm sorry, Diksha, this is not for you. You're not in IT. You're not. I don't think so. You're planning to get into IT. Am I right?
Oh, definitely. I'm good at my position that I'm right now.
Okay, I think I have met at Think Loudly. People come to us for getting into IT, but I am sure that you don't want to get into IT, at least for now,
Oh, yeah,
and that's
definitely.
good for us. Okay, congratulations, guys. That's a big step. I mean, the day you make that decision that you have to get certified within IT, that is the big step, because you are actually trying to get into onto a journey which is going to assist you to improvise your career in terms of position, in terms of money, in terms of your career future. So that's a big step. So congratulations, everyone. That's a very big step that you have already decided. Okay. So now over to you,
Okay.
Diksha. Can you just walk us through the agenda?
So let's talk about today's agenda, that what we're gonna cover in today's webinar. So first, we're gonna brief you about Thinkcloudly, that what is Thinkcloudly about and what are the services we offer to the people. And then we're gonna welcome our guests who will be sharing their information and their insightful expertise regarding their journey. And then we'll be having our webinar offer in which we come up with really good discount offers for our audience today. And then we'll be talking about the main topic of this webinar, where Nam and Jan will be talking about the important facts and a lot of information based on the ID certification. And at last, we'll be having a quiz and the Q&A session.
Okay. So, guys, this is one important announcement for everyone. Uh, like all the audience, like who stays with us till the last session, you will be entitled to gain a certificate of participation. Generally, every 2 weeks, when you attend our webinar session, you get the webinar certificate, which is really helpful to showcase that you are actively attending such open houses. You can share on your LinkedIn profile, you can share on different profiles where you actually want to, that showcase that you are actively attending such sessions, and it can attract the recruiters or keep the recruiters in loop that this person is someone who is actively attending some tech events, no matter if it is online or offline. But it is always important that we join such sessions, because these sessions actually help us to keep us up to date with the industry. So please make sure, students who have joined here, make sure you attend till the last so that you are able to get your certificate of participation. Please claim it. Make sure that you do it for sure. Okay. So moving on to this, but every time we start this session, we really want some warm up session where everyone participates. So Diksha, I think we have the game this time again.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
definitely. So again, we came up with interesting riddle today, and let's see who will be able to answer it and who can answer it correctly.
yes, we have kept it very simple just to make sure that you guys can guess the certification name. So are you guys ready before we actually jump into this?
Yes,
Are you
everyone,
guys ready?
please
Can we
let us
start
know
with
in the
this?
chat box. Yeah.
Okay, only one. Okay,
Oh,
Bintu,
sounds great.
Aminu. What about others? Only five people. What about others, guys? Are you ready? Awesome. Great. Okay, someone has already guessed, but we have not. That's okay. Sure. So, yes, we are ready. Okay. So, I am like a digital guardian protecting information systems from cyber. Obtaining me proves you can secure information systems. So, I am like a digital guardian protecting information systems from cyber. Obtaining me proves you can secure information systems. What is that? Which certification is that? It's Sahil, it's not the software, it's a certification that which is a very basic one. It's not the advanced. That's just a hint for everyone. Which certification is that? IST2 is not an answer. Which one is that? Anyone? Okay. Anyone else? Anyone? Okay, yeah, within cyber, Archana and Abdul, it's a cybersecurity certification for sure, but what is the exam name or what's the certificate name? Okay, so the people who said CompTIA Security Plus, that's the right answer. That's the basic certificate which every cybersecurity professional needs to have. CompTIA Security Plus has become the need of the job today because it covers all the responsibilities and information which every cybersecurity professional needs to know. So people who said so CompTIA Security Plus, congratulations guys, you answered it right. Okay, moving on to the next one. I am the cloud certification from Amazon, offering a platform for innovation. Obtaining me certifies your expertise in Amazon's cloud platform. So definitely it's an AWS certification, but which AWS certification it is? I am a cloud certification. It's a cloud certification for innovation and showcasing little bit of expertise. So hint is that little bit of expertise. Which one is that? I don't see any right answer till now. Which one is that? Any guesses, anyone? Like everyone, please participate. Everyone. Like we have a lot of people in the chat right now. We have over 100 people who have joined right now. Lima, Mitul, please, guys, Mike, everyone, please respond in the chat. Patrick, Ram, Rita, which one is that? So under AWS, we have many, but which one is this one where we talk about innovations and cloud platform? Okay, so the right answer is AWS Cloud Practitioner Certification, which is the basic certification comes under AWS. So whosoever has answered AWS Cloud Practitioner Certification, congratulations, guys. That's the correct one. Even our guest, Eileen, is answering the question. Thank you, Eileen. You're right. Okay. Moving on to the third question, everyone. I am the DevOps engineer bridging the gap between development and operations. Obtaining me validates your expertise in DevOps principle and practices, but under AWS. So, which certification it is? Everyone, I am the DevOps engineer bridging the gap between development and operations. Obtaining me validates your expertise in DevOps principle and practices under AWS. Anyone? We have Clarice. Oh, hi, Clarice. Thank you for joining. What about others, guys? What about others? Joyle, please respond. What about others? Like, please. So it's the AWS certification, but which one is that? Any idea, anyone? It's AWS DevOps. Which one? So there is no certification for AWS DevOps Associate. That is not right answer, but very close. AWS DevOps. What? Okay, so it's AWS Certified DevOps Professional. Okay, that's the certification name, where basically it's for DevOps engineer. For AWS DevOps, there is no associate certification. There is only professional certification. So AWS certified DevOps professional or AWS certified DevOps engineer is the right answer. Thank you, everyone. Moving on to this question 4. Are you ready, guys? Everyone, are you ready? I am the architect of cloud solutions, designing for scalability and reliability. Obtaining me validates your ability to design solutions on AWS. I think Diksha, we have kept only for AWS, uh, but still, you guys can try. So which one is that? I am the architect of cloud solutions, designing for scalability and reliability. So just to tell you, like there can be two certifications. So for architect, there are two certifications under AWS. Which one are those? Yes. Okay. So it's AWS Certified Solution Architect Associate and also AWS Solution Architect Professional. These two certifications are actually for AWS architects people. Okay. Okay. Moving on to question 5. Uh, okay. This is a tricky one, everyone. I am the architect of network solutions, creating paths for data with precisions. Obtaining me validates your ability to configure, manage, and troubleshoot network devices. So I think all the network people, you guys can answer this. It is specifically for network, configure, manage, and troubleshoot. Which one is that? Which one is that? Abhin bola network plus is for network security, so it's not right answer. Which one is that? Which one is that? Network engine. Suraj, network engineer is the role. It's not the certification. Metal system administrator is the role. It's not the network certification. Which one is that? Any guesses, anyone? Which one is that certificate which helps you to get certified in network devices? Yes, it is CCNA certification from Cisco. So students who are learning cybersecurity or networking, they must be aware that CCNA is the certification which let you work on the bare metal network devices. Okay, so it is not the cloud based. It is mainly focused on network devices where you can configure, manage, and troubleshoot your network devices. So thank you, Nimi. Thank you, Justin, for answering for answering it right. It's CCNA. Thank you so much, everyone, for participating. I think everyone is now fully ready because they have answered almost all those questions. Thank you so much. Did you enjoy the question and answers, everyone? Diksha, did you enjoy?
Oh, I definitely enjoy looking upon the answers. Like initially, people find it a bit tricky, but simultaneously, it went a bit easier. But yeah, it was fun.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, next time we'll come with more tricky one. This time we kept it very simple. And I know people who are working on project management, Scrum Master, Pega, and others, were not able to participate, but next time we'll take care of it. But thank you so much, everyone, for participation. Let's proceed further with the next step. Okay, so now let me introduce Thinkcloudly to the people who have joined us very first time. Thinkcloudly has become a platform for the students who are trying to get into IT. And I'm sure that students who have joined today from non-IT, your aspiration to get into IT, and students who are already in IT, you want to work in some trending technologies or fields of IT. So your journey to success with Think Cloudly, how do we define it? So you can imagine that you're one of the aspiring student who wants to be successful in your profession. But how? So let's meet this person, John. John is someone who is looking to improve his skills and career prospects. Okay. So John is someone who is probably working in non-IT field, probably a mechanical engineer, but he wants to get a job and or skills, and also want to improvise the career prospects. How can he do it? So John's main challenge before he upgrade his skills, the John's main challenge is, or you can say the main struggle is that where are the right resources, where is my right guidance to advance my career? That's the John's challenge, and I'm sure that students who have joined this session right now, you guys have a similar challenge. Whether you have a right resources, should I buy a book from Amazon and start reading? Will that be a right choice? I don't think so, because there are millions of books available on Amazon, right? Should I go online and read some blogs, or should I go to online learning platform like Udemy and start picking up any course and start attending it? That's not right. Right guidance and right resources are very important to advance your career. And that is the main challenge in front of John. He wants the right resources and guidance. Now imagine this John finds an ad about Think Loudly on Facebook and becomes interested. That what is Think Loudly? He discovers the Think Loudly platform. I think just like many of you who have discovered Think Loudly very recently. So John connected with a mentor. It can be me, it can be anyone from Think Loudly, and got some guidance that which program should I go for, which resources I should refer, what skill I should develop according to job market. So getting in touch with mentor is very important. So everyone who has joined here, having a right mentor is certainly very important, especially for people who come from a non-IT. And that's the same thing what John did. John get in touch with mentor at Think Loudly and tried to get the consultation that what needs to be done. Now, finally, John decides to enroll in the right course and with the help of a mentor. Once he enrolls, the training begins, and there are regular reminders. Think Loudly admins involves in regular reminders, classes, so that actually improvises the overall experience of John. And then preparing for the job market, like resume building, LinkedIn profile, mock interview. So if you essentially see that Think Loudly is trying to mentor John, provide the right classes, preparing for the job market by creating the resume and LinkedIn profile. Every one of you can be in the shoes of John. So whatever you need, basically Think Loudly starts becoming your platform, and finally John gets hired. This story has been experienced by a number of students at Think Loudly, and I'm very sure students who have connected with Think Loudly, you guys are going to have the same experience, just like John. So just wanted to, with the help of this story, we just wanted to give you a feel of Think Loudly, that how Think Loudly can help you in this entire journey until you get hired in IT. Over to you, Diksha.
Okay, so in the dynamic and ever-changing field of IT, staying informed and getting insights from experts is invaluable. So that's why we are excited to bring you today's webinar featuring a lead voice in the industry. Our guest speaker has not only made significant contribution to cloud, but also continues to drive innovation and excellence. So I'm truly honored to introduce our guest for today's webinar, our guest, Miss Eileen, who's a true luminary as a cloud engineer with a wealth of knowledge and experience. Her impressive achievement and contribution to the field had earned her a well-deserved reputation. So we are fortunate to have her to share her insights and valuable perspectives. So everyone, please welcome Eileen.
Hi, Eileen. Welcome. Thank you
Hi,
so much for joining.
thank you.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
having me. I hope you're doing well. I hope
Yeah,
everybody's doing well.
yeah, I'm doing well. Because you joined, I'm doing much better now. Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
No.
Yes.
So, Aline, do you want to turn on your camera if you want to meet our students? I mean, they can see you.
I try to turn it on, but I think it's been disabled, so
Just a moment. Let me see if you can. I don't see the option. It's okay. I mean, you can go for it. Not an issue.
okay,
Let's
because
not just
I'm
wait for it.
trying, but it's disabled. Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm from a business field. Then I later went into the health sector at some point. So I'm currently in the US. So when I say health field, a lot of people have, you know, the whole transition, you leave your country, you move to another place, you're trying to find your foot. That whole messed up process was how I started. Then at some point, I was I was going through my social media and then I came across Thinkcloudly. So that was how I started with Thinkcloudly. It wasn't recommended, but I think I chanced upon it and I don't know what happened. And I'm like, let me give them a try and let's see if something is going to change for me. So I spoke to Naman, he guided me. I started with Cloud Architect funny enough. So that's where the twisted. I started with cloud architect. Then I did the certification. I took it for the cloud architect was about 8 weeks. It was difficult in the beginning because somebody that is not from an IT background and you're trying to venture into something that was very daring for me. So I started with it. Naman helped me. At some point, I'm like, I'm not getting a job. What's happening? So Naman advised that, you know what? Why don't you go into either Scrum or project management and see if, that's gonna help you out. So I'm like, okay, let me just give it a shot because I feel I have some part of my skill is really inclined with project management. So let me just do that and add both and see what's gonna happen. So I did the course that also took about 8 weeks, did the certification, and then after a month or 2 months, let's say between a month and 3 months, right? I was called for an interview. Now, the first interview I got was mainly in cloud. I got to the final stage, but I didn't get the job. So, I was heartbroken because I had so much hope that I was going to get a job. And getting to the last stage of an interview is pretty good. Mind you, I did have certain rejections because most of the times you send applications, you don't even get to the first stage and they send you the whole message. I'm sorry, we can't do this. We chose somebody else. I got a number of that, a whole lot of that. But after the final stage of that interview, I knew I was getting close because if I've been able to get to the final interview, that means I'm getting somewhere. Then I got rejected and I was very sad. And Naman was helping me through all of this. He actually got me what's it called? An interview prep. Got somebody to help me with interview prep and all that. Now, going forward, my LinkedIn was built by LinkedIn, by Thinkcloudly. It's just something I want you all to know. They were able to help me with my LinkedIn, and funny enough, a recruiter, I didn't need to apply for the job. So it's very important to keep your LinkedIn, updated. Make sure that your LinkedIn looks good, that can attract recruiters to your profile. So a recruiter reached out to me. I didn't have to apply for the job. They realized I had the PMP, I had project management certification, I had the cloud architect certification. So they're like, I think you're going to be good for the job because we need somebody that is going to head IT teams. Because you have an IT background and you have project management, you're the best fit. So I decided to apply for the job. I went to the first stage of interview, second stage, and then a panel interview. And then they really loved me because they realized that I was able to combine both worlds together seamlessly. So I got the job. Yes, it's a 6-figure job. Thank you, Naman, for always guiding me through all of this. And
No, it's your efforts. It's your efforts completely, Khalil.
uh,
We are
I've
just a
I've been
facilitator. It's your efforts.
yes. But Thinkcloudly is well organized, making sure that's if you listen and you speak to the right people and you speak to Naman to guide you because they have been in the field for a very long time. So they can be able to guide you on what to do and the steps to follow. So I've been a project manager for some time, leading teams, IT teams, network teams, cybersecurity teams, cloud especially. So, and then middleware. So that's what I currently do as a profession.
Awesome. I mean, Eileen, I know that you are one of that lady I know in my circle who has inspired a lot of people, especially the women. So what were the challenges? What are the challenges do you face on your day-to-day role when you are playing? So are you facing any issues, or do you think that keeping yourself up to date is also one of the thing? Because I know that you have already secured an IT job as project manager right now, and you're still attending one program with us right now. So when you approached us that, hey Naman, I want to learn this. So I was quite surprised that Eileen, who has already secured a job, she's still learning. So would you mind if you can just throw some light and tell us like
Amen.
what is
Mhm.
your experience while you're on job, and what do you think, what is that one advice you want to give to our audience?
So one advice is when you get into IT, you never stop learning. It's something that you, I know in other fields, it's a one-time thing and then maybe that's it. But in IT, it's like it keeps evolving. You need to keep learning. Even things that you didn't think you were going to learn, you find yourself learning. Currently, I'm learning Active Directory. I'm learning PowerShell. That wasn't that wasn't what I signed up for. What I signed up for was for cloud, anything that has to do with Linux and all of that. But you find yourself in a company that is using Windows, that is using more of Active Directory, and you need to keep up with the pace just so you remain relevant in the company. So I had to reach out to. It was difficult, trust me. It took me months before I realized if I don't take these courses, I'm just going to set myself up for failure. So it was a step in the right direction. I reached out to Naman again. I'm pretty sure he's tired of hearing from me, but I reached out to him
No, no,
again.
no.
I'm like, I need to take this course. This is what I'm doing at work. I need to take this course. And he said, okay, take this one during the weekend, do this, do that. Mind you, learning and working is one of the most difficult things ever because you do a 9 to 5, you get home, I'm married, you have to, cook, do everything that a woman has to do to keep the home running. At the same time, you need to take a class late in the night. It's difficult, but if you know where you want to go and you know that you need more money, because the more you learn, the more they see value, the more they increase your paycheck. So it's like you need to keep up with the pace. It's I'm not gonna say it's easy. It's very, very difficult. There are times that sometimes during class you find yourself dozing off, but it's because you're tired. Your whole day is used for work, home life, school, putting all that together. That kind of balance is difficult. But I think if you set your eye on the goal, you kind of have some kind of energy and some push to keep doing it. And you always need to have people around you that will support you. I have a supportive husband. I have supportive family that will keep pushing you. I have friends in IT that we speak to ourselves most of the times to kind of encourage ourselves to push ourselves, because it's hard for a woman to be in tech. So if a woman is in tech, you need the right people around you to push you.
Absolutely. Aline, I mean, that's really inspiring. That's certainly inspiring. So, Aline, I think the main formula, what has worked for you, that is my observation. Please let me know if I am wrong or right. So, what formula actually worked for you is like you combine the technology with management, isn't it? And that is
Right.
something what you are experiencing right now on your role as well, that you are seeing that the project management plus you are learning Active Directory at the same time, right?
Uh-huh.
So I think this
Right.
this is this is a combination which has worked for you, isn't it?
Yes, you have to. So if you're in a tech field and when you're in a tech field and you find yourself in a managerial role, you're managing IT folks, meaning that you need to know what everybody is doing. That's the hard part about it. You need to know when you become a manager, you need to know what everybody is doing. You need to at least understand what is happening. And to be able to understand what each group or department is doing, you probably need to take a course or two to understand what they are doing to be able to manage them. If not, how do you speak when you go for meetings? How do you speak? How do you contribute? How do you guide people when you don't know anything about the field? So that's the tough part about it. But I'm
Yeah,
trying, I'm still doing it. I'm trying to combine everything together.
awesome. So, Aline, one more thing I would like to ask you that so when it comes
Mhm,
to certifications, so I
mhm.
know that you have some certifications already. Am I right? So
Right.
certifications are important, isn't it? Because every time we need to add some certification. That's what I have heard from recruiters, from a lot of students, from a lot of our experts,
Oh,
that having
yep.
certifications are important. Yeah,
It's very important.
and so what are your thoughts about certifications, that should our students like who are here on the call today? Should they be doing more and more certification, and also at the same time attain the information, the knowledge and skills which are backing by the certification? So would you suggest them? Would you advise them?
Yes, I will. Some people will think the experience is more important than the certification, but I think both of them work hand in hand. Now, the job I am in now, when I had my interview, they actually asked, "Do you have the AWS Cloud Solutions Architect certification?" And I said yes. So I showed them. It was actually on my resume, but they just wanted to be sure that I did have it. So certifications are one of the things that if you're in IT, in project management, in Scrum, it's worth having, because that actually puts, takes you into the door. Like, it actually opens the door for you. Those are one of the first things that open the door for you, your certification. If not, I don't see any recruiter calling you. Some will, depending on what they want, but I feel the easiest way is to at least have a couple of certifications to back you up.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Eileen. I think you have answered all the questions, at least students who are aspiring here. I know many of them who have joined this platform right now. They, I think 98% or 99% people who have joined this right now and attending, I'm seeing the attendees list right now. So everyone wants to get into IT. Everyone wants to always, they are in dilemma that should I go for certification or not? Is it a right investment or not, from a time, from a money, from my efforts? Am I doing it right? But I think your questions, your journey, your story have helped them that okay, we are on the right path. So thank you so much, Eileen, for your
Mhm.
time that you joined this.
Thank you so
At
much.
least the women we have today in the attendees, they are inspired. So let me ask this question to all the women we have in our audience. So are you guys inspired by the journey of Eileen? Would you like to congratulate and would you like to congratulate Eileen? What do you think, guys? Okay, there are multiple yeses coming up, Eileen, for
Yeah,
you. So this is a well-deserved success. Thank you so much, Eileen, for coming. Thank
thank
you
you
so
too.
much.
I see a couple of questions.
Oh yeah, it is for
When
you.
have
Yes.
when have you started your journey with Thinkcloudly? So I think it's almost 2 years now, or more than a year. Let me say, I'm hitting my second year. It's more than a year. How long did it take for you to get a job? Um, Probably took me over 6 months to get a job, because of the whole, when I started from the cloud architect, and because I was trying to find a job, I spoke to Naman, and he realized I had some kind of skills that I had to develop. So I went into project management. So, if you put all that together, it took me about 6 months or 6 to 7 months to get a job.
The
All
one
right.
one thing, Eileen, what I liked about you is that being patient. I mean, I always realize that whenever I speak to you, you maintain the same pitch of talking. Sometimes when we are losing our patience, right? It comes when we speak. But whenever I speak to you, you are always patient. I think that is one thing which every student has to maintain, because for you it took 6 months. Maybe for others it may take more than 6 months, but maintaining the patience is certainly a key here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You need to be patient. Like, I have a lot of friends that are going into IT now, and they join classes, and they're like, why are they slowing down? Like, the people that I recommended to think loudly, of course, they're like, why is the tutor slow? Why? And I'm like, the tutor is not slow. You are impatient. You want to finish with the 6 weeks program and then get a job. You want to finish the 8 weeks program and get a
Yes.
job. That's why the tutors are not slow. They want to make sure you understand. Because, mind you, you're trying to use 2 months to learn a course that somebody has used 2 years to learn. So you need to actually take your time to understand. So if the course is taking 3 months or 4 months, I think we need to be patient with the tutors, so that they can be able to give in their best and let us understand, rather than rushing it. So I think patience is one of the things that really, really helped me.
No, Aline, I'm sure I'm gonna talk to management right after this. and I'm gonna tell them that we want to hire Eileen part-time so that she can mentor us to because the way I think at least 100 people who are on the call right now and they are listening to you, they have these questions, what you are answering them, and I'm sure that they are not going to come to me now for at least these questions. And you answered it right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I mean, I know that these questions will never complete, but definitely, guys, we'll definitely welcome Eileen once again in future sessions, and we will be able to answer your questions later on. But thank you so much, Eileen,
All right.
for everything, and I'm sure that we will keep delivering the quality what you expect from us. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you too for having me.
Thank you. Okay,
Well,
so how many of you are motivated and inspired? Diksha, are you inspired?
oh, well, definitely. I am inspired a lot. Well, even I would like to know from our audience too.
Definitely, they are. They must be. I think, guys, at least after listening to Aline, I don't think so that you are demotivated. You should be motivated now. It's I look at Aline. Like she worked 6 months, and now you think that as she said that like after 6 weeks I want to land a job. It takes time, but it happens. And Aline is the right example. So I think we can proceed further. So let me take over and let's start. Okay. So over here, guys, we have two friends, Smith and John. I think you have met John even earlier, so we are meeting the John again. So John Smith is asking a question that John, can you tell me? Oh, sorry, yeah, Smith is asking a question to a John that John, can you tell me the value of certification in IT industry before I proceed with my selection? And I am a bit confused. So can any one of you help Mr. Smith? What do you think, guys? What is the benefit, or what is the value of certification? Can anyone help to answer? What do you think? What is the benefit of going for the certification in IT? In 2 to 3 words, can anyone tell me? Anyone? To get a job, increase income. Yes, happy. It certification increases your income. What else? What else do you think that certification can help? You know what? Like we were selecting the topic of this webinar, and one of our team member came up and said, "Sir, we should keep the session on certification because people are always confused that whether should I go for certification or not." So definitely, there are some reasons or some benefits of, or you can say value of having certifications in IT. The number one is that it improves your credibility. Okay. And the second, it improves your marketability. Okay. Always remember, guys, whenever this question comes to your mind, whether I should do my certification or not, always remember these two words, credibility and marketability. So the benefit of having the certification or the value of having the certification is that it improves your credibility. Imagine if you go and search for a job and recruiter asks you, do you have certification or are you a certified professional? If you say yes, it will set a right impression. And if you say no, then the recruiter can come in doubt whether this person knows it or not. There are hundreds of organizations out there providing hundreds of courses. You can pay the money and get yourself enrolled. There's no problem. And you can go for your 8 weeks, 6 months, 1 year training. And at the end, you don't get the certificate at all. Will it be helpful? Can you guys tell me, anyone from the audience, if you attend a program for a 1 year, but you don't get the certification, will it be helpful? The answer is big no. Because if you don't get the certification, then how will someone trust you? So there's a lady who come to Think Loudly and attends 3 months program on cybersecurity, but we are not able to help her out with certification, then trust me, there is no value. There is no value at all. Because why there is no value? Because you are not able to set the credibility, and you're not able to gain the credibility, and you are not able to set the marketability. These are two main reasons that why certification has its own value. Okay, so now the first thing which we have answered to John, that Smith, that certification is really important, and don't be confused. Okay, now let's see what John answers. You can see over here that certification, our content team is trying to bring some of the facts to you. So you can see that as per our comparison, it is just an average comparison, that certification can boost your pay upwards of $12,000 a year. I'm sure that $12,000 probably is not a big number, it's not a big difference. Okay, but it is calculated on an average, that there is certainly a benefit, that if you do certification, then your pay is better when you compare two professionals which are being hired, one who has certification and other who doesn't have certification. There can be at least a difference in the pay of $12,000, and this data we have collected from dice.com. The other thing, 92% of IT professionals hold at least one certification, which says that I'm not sure about what happens in mechanical. I'm not sure what happens in oil and gas. I'm not sure what happens in healthcare, but I'm very sure about IT, that in IT, people definitely get IT professional. The people who are IT professionals, they really have the certificate. And I'm sure that students at Thinkcloudly, or students who are learning somewhere else, understand the importance of having the certification, because 92% of IT professionals have at least one certificate. So now let me ask you this question from the audience. How many certificates do you have? 0, 1, 2, 3, 9, 8? Can you guys respond to me in the chat that how many certificates do you hold right now? Anyone? No one? Okay. So someone has 3, someone has 0. Okay, no worries. So it is really concerning for the people who has only 1 or 0. You need to have more certificates, okay? Because that's how you will be able to build your credibility and marketability. Always remember these two words, okay? So now it says that, John is responding to Smith. Smith, now that you understand the value of certification, consider some things while you are making your choice. It's quite important that we choose the certificate, okay? And we need to make sure that we are choosing the certification based on some important factors. Is your ultimate certification goal is to make money? Is that your goal? I'm sure that students who want to get into IT, they all want to make money. There is nothing to shy about. If you want to make money, you can say openly that yes, I want to make money, and that's why I want to have certificate. If someone asks you, right, that why do you want an IT job, tell them I want to make money, because that's the truth. Okay, and then to get the job in IT, definitely certification should be your goal. Is it to advance in your profession? Like, is it whichever profession do you choose? Let's say you choose project management. So which certification matters to me? Should I go for cybersecurity if I am in project management? Or should I go for project management professional, which is PMP? So it is quite important that you take a very important decision. It is not important that you meet someone in one party and the lady has secured a job recently and she says, go for cybersecurity. You are attending 3 months program on project management, and after 3 months, because you met someone who says cybersecurity, then you start moving towards cybersecurity. Don't make that mistake. Choose the certificate according to your profession, according to what is your aspiring profession. That is very important. If you need experts advice, Thinkcloudly is always here. I am always here. Probably you can talk to any one of our student as well who is successful. But it is quite important that you choose the certificate which matters. Now, now if I say that go for AWS plus project management, how many of you agrees that this is the right combination? How many of you agree that this is the right combination, AWS plus project management? Does someone agree that AWS, which is the cloud, and project management, these two certification, combining these two certification is the right choice? Vinny, William, Yao, Inusa, yes. But this information you need to get verified by an expert. Don't take the decision yourself. Just get it verified. Right now, you need to know the market first. Okay. And until you know the market, you cannot decide which certificate I should combine. Should I combine cybersecurity and SOC analyst? Is that a right combination? Or should I go for other certification? Right now, you can find that there are over 500 certifications which are available in the market. Should I do all 500? Or is it really possible for me to do all 500? So such questions can be answered only when you talk to an expert. If you take the decision yourself, it can be waste of time, waste of money, and you're getting confused yourself. Don't do that. So according to your profession, you need to select which certification should I go for. Okay, then, or now you just need to understand that do you just want to learn a skill? Now, this is a very important question. A lot of people, they come to us and say, I just want to learn the skill. I don't care about the certification. See, it's a very bitter reality that today recruiters, they don't care about skills, because in one meeting, recruiter cannot assess all your skills. In the first screening call, in the first screening call with the recruiter will never be able to identify what sort of skills do you have. But in your first screening meeting, you say that I am AWS certified, I am DevOps certified, I am project management certified. Then this is going to set an impression. So what I'm trying to say, let me repeat this to everyone. When you are going to have your first meeting with the recruiter, that is going to be a screening round. Okay. In the screening round, you have only 15 minutes to set an impression and get shortlisted. In that 15 minutes, if you say I have 3 certifications, then that will set the right impression and increase the probability and possibility that you're going into the second round. But now, let's say you don't have the certification. In that 15 minutes, you will not be able to prove yourself. So you are taking the certification help to get into the next round. Okay. So make sure that is very important. You're adding the right certification in your resume. That's quite important. Now, I'm just going to mention some of the, some of the skills, what are very important. These are just some of the examples what I am trying to keep over here. Definitely, it's not possible that I list down all the roles over here. It's not possible for me that I'm going to list down all the 100 roles in this 1 hour session. But definitely, I'm just going to give some examples so that you guys are clear that why it is important and which one you should go for. So if I talk about the cloud engineer, cloud architect, cloud administrator, these are quite similar roles. Right now, the current market says the average salary is 135,000 to 175,000. I'm not talking about the minimum salary or the highest salary. I'm just talking about the average salary. This number, what we are bringing to you right now on the screen, this number is from the students at Thinkcloudly who who are able to achieve this salary on an average. Okay. And which certifications they went for? They went for, if they choose the career option AWS, they went for AWS Solution Architect. And if they have gone for Azure, then they have chosen the Microsoft Azure certification. Okay. So it's quite important that you add these certifications if you are on a role of cloud architect. Now, cloud security architect. This is going to be the next step for everyone who is actually getting into into cloud or cyber security. Cloud security should be your next step. Now every system is moving towards cloud. So the entire industry is on the shift from the bare metal to cloud. It means students who are already doing cloud, you need to upgrade your skills to cloud security. Students who are doing the cyber security, you need to upgrade your skills to cloud security, because cloud security is becoming the next stop for you. Okay. Why? Because this is the need. This is the need of the industry. Industry is not stopping on cybersecurity alone. The systems are moving to cloud, and when the systems are moving to cloud, security becomes the challenge of the industry. Imagine if you're able to solve that challenge, then you are easily sellable. You can go and get hired anywhere. So one of the student who got hired in Samsung into R&D department, he got a salary of $220,000. I don't think so. It's quite easy for anyone to get, right? $220,000. Sometimes it's quite a dream for us to land this kind of a job, isn't it? So that is why people who are getting into cloud security, for you, if you go for AWS certified security specialist, this is a right option. If you are taking the route of Azure security, then go for this particular certification, because these two certifications belong to cloud. Now, now I'm coming on the cybersecurity part now, because cybersecurity, security engineer and analyst, all these salaries are uh, like, this is something like you cannot decide the salary of a cybersecurity engineer, because sometimes a cybersecurity specialist is being paid like $120,000, and sometimes they are paid above 2,000, $200,000. It depends on your role, on your expertise, what you have gained over the period of time. So these are some of the certifications, right? Which is like CompTIA Security Plus. This is the must certificate, everyone. Whosoever is pursuing your cybersecurity and you don't have the Security Plus, try to consider the CompTIA Security Plus to be very important for you, because this is the must certification. After that, people who are into the into the IT auditing route, get your CISA certification. I'm telling you one thing, that sometimes getting the CISA certification is not easy, because it may require some sort of experience. Even if you pass your certification exam and you have a report, that is quite enough. So make sure that you appear for the CISA exam and get your passing report, because that's very important. And people who are going into Security Plus, you can do SOC analyst as a second certification. It is also very helpful. You can go for SOC analyst role. People who are doing cybersecurity, you are getting into cybersecurity, you can go for cybersecurity, like you can go for SOC analyst roles as well. So whosoever is attending SOC analyst, you can work as cybersecurity professional, and whosoever is learning cybersecurity professional, you can get towards the SOC analyst. These are very interchangeable role what organizations are hiring today. And then we have certified information system manager, which is CISM. A lot of people who are getting into CISM, right? This is something which is one role which is combining your CISA, the IT auditing, and the management. So students who are considering IT auditing and project management, try to get into Certified Information Security Manager, which is CISM. This is also one of the highest paying role in the market today. So if anyone who wants to get a job as CISM, or in future in a CISM field, you can definitely consider, because it is one of the highest paying role in IT today. Okay, let's look at the what World Economic Forum actually says. That how many what's the shortage of cybersecurity professionals. So right now there are 3.5 million jobs which are unfilled across the globe. This is the report by World Economic Forum. And then you can see over here, cybersecurity job market is expected to grow by 150% between 2021 to 2031. Within 10 years, you will see that it is going to go up by 150%. So people who are actually pursuing your cybersecurity, you are safe because this is growing market. Cybercrime, including data hacking and destruction, is up to 600% due to COVID-19 pandemic. Can you imagine? When the entire world was dealing with the pandemic, was dealing with the pain, there were some wrong people located across the globe. They were trying to do cyber crimes even during the pandemic time. Can you imagine how bad people were they? But at the same time, it gives the opportunity to us who is trying to become one of the cybersecurity expert, that your opportunities are increasing because of the cyber crimes are increasing. Okay, which is certainly not good for the world, but yes, for the opportunity wise, it's very good. Now, coming to the project management and professional scrum master students, it's highly recommended for the people who are doing the scrum master that going for project management is very important, is need of the hour. Do not just reside on scrum master. This is a time that you can uplift yourself and get into project management, because managers are expected to know scrum master skills, and scrum masters are required to know project management. So this is the humble request to all the people who are learning scrum master, that make sure you are combining your project management skills as well if you really want to get a job asap. And even to the project managers who are trying to learn project managers, get your PSM. Having PSM is very important. Right now there is no project which is running without scrum master. So scrum master is very important for everyone, even for cybersecurity professionals or AWS professionals, web developers. Everyone at least have the scrum master certification, because it is important. Whenever you work in the environment, you are actually work in the agile and scrum environment. So everyone who is doing any skill, you are getting any skill, even the QA skill, try to get your PSM, because you guys are coming from non-IT and you require to know the scrum master skills as well. So make sure that you get your scrum master. Some of the questions can be asked during the interview which can be related to scrum master, so at least have an idea about scrum master. And for project management, it is mandatory that you go for PSM. And the salary, the average salary what students have found, as Eileen also mentioned, right, that she's making up to six figure salary. So you can go from 87,000, I mean that's the average salary, from 87,000 to 135,000. That's the average salary for project managers and scrum masters. And you can see that PMI reports, PMI stands for Project Management Institute. It is reporting that 25 million project manager professionals are needed by 2030 to close the talent gap. You can imagine that what's the demand in the market. That's why IT is considered to be the best industry in the world when you look at the job market, because there is quite a high demand, whether it is cybersecurity or project manager. You can see how many project managers are required. All these other reports and surveys done by some known organizations like World Economic Forum, PMI, these are some of the authority of the world which is coming up with these data, and I rely on this data personally. Now, coming to the last thing which we have kept in this session, the network engineer. A network engineer, like students who are doing their network engineers, right? Cisco certification, which is CCNA. Get yourself CCNA certified. And this is also recommended for all the cybersecurity professionals, that get your CCNA certification. If you are able to get your CCNA certification, it's going to be very helpful, because a cybersecurity expert needs to know the basics of networking And if you are able to add CCNA certification, that can be really helpful. And the average salary of a network engineer is between $75,000 to $110,000. That's the average salary of a network engineer. This is actually again a data from the students who landed the job in the past. Yeah. So there are 240,000 job openings for network professionals. This is a number what we are able to bring from multi platforms. When you combine from LinkedIn, Dice, ZipRecruiter, Indeed, and CCNA is the most requested certification in the USA. This is also one of the important because every cybersecurity professional, every cloud professional is requested that you have the CCNA certification because it is one of the important certificate to have. And this report was published by CyberSeek, organization. Then more than half of IT leaders say that their teams network is networking skills fall somewhere between medium and low. So which means that having networking skills is certainly important for all the engineers who are trying to get into IT professions. Okay, this is a question for everyone. Can you guess the secret to progressing in your IT career? Everyone, can you guess to what is the secret to progressing in your IT career? So I'm sure that everyone who is here, you guys are trying to progress in your IT career, right? So what is the secret? What should we do to get a progress in IT career? Get certified. What about others? Only certification? I tell you, there are two things. One is like, okay, consistent learning. What about others? Networking. Okay, very good, Ty. This is a good one. You'd get more education. Guys, please participate, everyone. What are the two important secrets to progress in your IT career? Build your own lab. Okay, what else? Okay, so the two things are technical skills. Very important. Even for project managers, go for technical skills because IT is information and technology. You will always find the indulgence of technology everywhere. So having a technical skills and the IT certification, these are two main requirements of progressing in your IT career. And people who have joined us as guests, they have proven us that technical skills are certainly important. Look at Eileen or look at Bucci who joined us last time. These people have technical skills and definitely they have 3 or 4 or 5 certifications today because they want to get shortlisted ASAP when recruiters are approaching them. So make sure that your profile has over 2 or 3 certifications at least. So the important thing is that want to pick based on earning potential. You want to pick your certification based on earning potential and career growth. So choosing cloud and cybersecurity certification can really help you if you are in any field. Okay, guys, you can download the Thinkcloudly application. All the registered student at Thinkcloudly. Now we have Android application and iOS application both. Apple, Samsung, all the phones. You can go to Play Store and Google Store, and you can download Thinkcloudly app. You can request your admin, or you can reach out to me or anyone, and you can ask for your access code. We can provide you the access code, and you can now watch all your recorded sessions of the live sessions. You can watch all the recordings now on your phone. You can download Thinkcloudly app on Android and iOS, and you can find on the Google Play Store and the App Store. Um Definitely, guys, if you refer your friends, if you try to help Thinkcloudly to grow as a family, we have something for you. So we can offer you $100 as a referral bonus if you help Thinkcloudly family to grow. We are much grateful if you really bring your friend to Thinkcloudly. It can be your husband, it can be your wife, it can be your son, it can be anyone. But if you bring someone to the Thinkcloudly, you will get $100 as a referral bonus.
So let's gear up ourselves because now it's a quiz time. All right. So now we have came across with our top 3 winners for the quiz. That is M, Benkol, and Emmett. So congratulations to the top 3 winners today. Everyone, please congratulate them in the chat box. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Bankol, Ahmed, and everyone who has won the quiz. So you can, reach out to us and we can discuss about your free courses and the free vouchers. Congratulations, winners. Thank you so much, everyone, for participation. So you can now claim your certificate of participation. We are going to send the link in the chat. Make sure that you are going ahead and filling up the form, whosoever wants to claim the certificate of participation. So admin, please post the link of of the of the form. So guys, please click on the link and fill the certificate of participation. If you want to claim the certificate, which you can point, which you can send to your LinkedIn profiles or probably somewhere else. So make sure that you are just clicking on the link and opening the form. Okay. So now we are in the end. I hope you enjoyed the session. Diksha, I hope you enjoyed the session, and everyone, you enjoyed the session. Thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Switch from non-IT to IT today. Explore www.thinkcloudly.com.